Research and Development Department in Teams. Uh, I would like to tell you about my unforgettable story. It's about my traveling. Actually, it was happened 4 months ago. Yeah, I have a wonderful travelings in my life. I think uh, me and my friends go to Europe for the first and ever in my life. I think that was awesome and so uh, unforgettable. I think we go from here on 29 December until uh, 20 January. So it's about 20 days I've been there. My journey started from Medan to Singapore. It took 2 hours by flight, and we have to wait about 12 hours because our next flight in the at 2 o'clock in the morning. So we spend our times in the Changi airport. So much to do we did, like uh, playing games, watching movie, or even shopping. Because as you know, Changi is the best and the #1 airport in the world. 2 p.m. Sorry, 2 a.m. has come, so we have to boarding to have our flight. Uh, our flight's about our flight's about 8 hours to Dubai. In Dubai, we have to transit about 3 hours. I think Dubai is very wonderful. This is a rich country. I think everything's available in this airport. Very big and very huge, I think. But unfortunately, we just take about 3 hours, so we cannot go around the city to see uh, the amazing city in this Dubai. So uh, we have to continue our flight to Amsterdam. From Dubai to Amsterdam takes hours about 6 hours.
How many hours?
6 hours. Yeah. Actually, as long as our flight, I feel so wonderful also because the surface and the 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 planes very satisfies me. Uh, we go by Emirates. They have a big planes and the food and the entertainment make us happy. And when we arrive in the country, we don't feel jet lags at all. And then after 6 hours we fly, at least we arrive in Amsterdam. The name of the airport is Schiphol. That's very wonderful, I think, because I've been waiting for the time to go to this country since I was a child. I always see on the television or I read on internet about this country, and in fact I can be here right now. So I think so wonderful. Uh, so when I arrive in the ski pole, at first that I take a picture and send to my friend in Indonesia. Yeah, uh, and we take about 3 days in Amsterdam. We go around the city. We look every wonderful thing in this city. Yeah, start from the city, the old city, and every performance.
You speak Dutch too?
No, fortunately, everybody that we met, we speak in English. Uh, After Amsterdam, we go for several countries near the Amsterdams, like Prague. After Amsterdam, we go to the Prague. things. Very, very beautiful country and old city. Uh, they very influenced with the Gothic. So
Gothic. Mm-hmm.
yeah, so we feels like in another part of the world. And you know, when I arrive in Europe, the season is winter,
Yes.
so you know it's very very cold there.
Which is nice, right?
Yeah, it's very different with our country
Countries,
that
yeah.
we used to live in the temperature about uh, 30 or more, 32 degrees.
Yeah.
Whilst when I arrive in Europe, you know, the temperature's around 2 degrees until 6 degrees in Celsius. So I think that's a very, very different with I felt before in Indonesia. So every day I have to wear jacket and shawl, hat, very new performance, new looks. I think here. And then after Praha, we go to the next country that was Munich. In Munich, we met my friends that have been live in Munich since he was a child.
Wow.
So we have got an advantage. Uh, we serve, we bring to rounds of the Munich with our friends. Yeah, we do so much. We did so much things. We see, we show
Yeah, we have.
the
Oh yeah.
football stadiums that is the largest in the world and the most complicated,
Mm-hmm.
not complicated. Apa sih? Most most
Just
yeah
complicated
com-
happen.
complete. I think complete.
Complete, yeah.
That's names the Allianz Arena.
Alien Arena.
Allianz Arena. I think that's the best stadium that I ever saw. Uh, because they have a big stadium and they uh, they have a special color, special light that change every 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we took about only 2 days in the Munich, and then the next day we have to move to another country that is that was Venice.
Mm-hmm. Venice.
Venice is a very romantic uh,
Place.
place,
Yes.
very very romantic that we have ever saw in television or in a picture in calendar about the river that we saw. There's a gondola and the city in the in a small islands, but very very beautiful. I feel so uh, betah Pak.
Yes. That's you did longing for everything to come again, right?
Yeah,
So
very very romantic and homey. I think uh, everything everybody come from all over the world to go to Venice, and I see so many, so much culture in the Venice, so much very very different people. Yeah, and then we go again to the next country
yeah.
that was Rome. Uh, Rome, we only have one night, but Mm, I feel something different in Rome because I not good as the country I went before because I still see so many gamblers that sleep in the street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I feel a little uncomfort when I arrive in Rome. But uh, I have a chance to visit Colosseums, that beautiful, uh, beautiful. You know, Colosseum, one of the wonderful things in the world. That and then just walking around the city, and then the next day in the morning we have to fly to another country.
You didn't tell me about your friend. Who do you go with?
Yeah, actually I go with my friend. We just two.
Yes.
Uh, he come from Aceh
Mm?
also. Uh, Everything we go together.
Mm.
Yeah, even though we go together, but I think uh, with my friend, there's something that I dislike with our journey,
Mm?
because when we go together, it feels like I manage everything by myself about the itinerary, about the transportation when we have to move from one place to another place or one uh, city to another city. He just follow me. Uh, he did not have an initiative or do some action to find by himself and tell to me, or at least we discuss, we sharing together. Yeah, like I said before, everything like the flight, the homestay or the hostel, uh, I search by myself. He just follow. Yeah, and you know, uh, like if we go to another country, we stay in the hostels.
Mm.
Of course, we met with somebody named right from other countries. So, like we know a new persons, we have to introduce ourselves or knowing each other. But my friends, maybe he busy with his himself.
Mm.
Maybe he prefer to play his gadget, make contact with his friend in Indonesia. So, uh, yeah, we have maybe a different vision,
Yes.
different vision and mission. Uh, I like to make a new friends with maybe a new friend that we met in a new country. Whilst my friends maybe uh, he have already happy if he can take a picture in the icon of the country.
How do you communicate with the people there? Because the different languages,
Yes,
right?
yeah, yeah. Uh, Lucky me, uh, every place that we visit, uh, I use
English,
English in
English.
my conversation there. Yeah,
Mm.
and we know that English has become an international language. So I think so far we can communication uh, nice, fine. But
With
in several
places.
place, yeah, uh,
Yes.
they still keep their language like in French. Even though we talk in English,
Yeah.
they will not
Yeah.
reply in English. But as long as we know each other,
Yeah.
it can running well.
Then at least you use a gesture, right? Gesture.
Yes, Gaster. Yeah, the problem only maybe when we buy a thing, right? Uh, we just see the price and we pay according to the price. So I think there's no problem when if we have a willing, I think everything can be done.
Yeah. That's good. I think you
Yeah,
can close your
yeah.
question.
I think that's a part of my story.